Day two. I got the crank sensor replaced. Sensor may not have been burned out, but I think it did get jostled, or somehow something was, I don't know, there were metal shavings that were stuck to the magnets in the sensor. It's possible that I could have just cleaned it off, but I would have had to done the same pulley removing exercise either way. Might as well replace the thing. Um, got that back on. Wouldn't start. Frustration. Google searching, YouTube searching, checking on different things. Um, find a weird suggestion that's like, that sounds like something that's really easy, and I'm going to do that because I haven't done that. And so I tightened down the bolts that hold the little screw bolts or whatever that hold the fuse and relay box to its ground point. And yeah, they were a little bit loose. And so then the anti-theft system worked properly, and the ABS did not come on the one time that it did run because I started it after going around and checking a bunch of like wiring harness connection points, any place that might have been shaken or jostled with this bump that I really didn't think was that big of a bump. But for whatever reason, it's just this whole thing has been anytime the back end has too much wiggles, and there's a point I'm getting to with that. So it runs. It runs until it can hit idle. And about the time it hits idle, and I'm like, wow, okay, this has been a minute or two. I'm like charging the battery back up a little bit and um, see if we can put it in gear or something. And the parking brake on light thing on the indicator pops up because the e-brake's not connected to anything and there's no spring tension and the thing just kind of hangs one click down. Nothing's connected. It ain't driving on nothing. But the sensor is up in there, and so it reads it. It says that, and so it flicks through that. It's I guess okay because it periodically refreshes the other things that are on there. But so then the check gas cap thing comes on. That's been coming on. I check the gas cap, I tighten it or whatever. It's car dies the moment check gas cap pops up. I hook the reader up to it, and I get a P0455, and this is evap system leak. There's a low pressure somewhere, so either a solenoid's staying open, or the cap's funky, or there's a hole. I don't think there's a hole from what I'm looking at. The cap might be kind of the problem, but I don't think it's all of the problem for this. It shouldn't cause the car to just not start again like this. But once the availability for the part is there, going to, and it's the parts are available, but it's a matter of having someone that's available to bring it to me. I am at others' convenience. So probably not tonight. Probably going to be sometime earlier tomorrow. I'm going to have this evap valves brought to me and possibly a gas cap. And those things are hella expensive. It's crazy. It's like $20 for the cheapest one. Um, going to replace these fairly simple things and hope that that solves the issue. Um, the evap pressure, maybe the vacuum that it needs to start or whatever inside the intake is not appropriate, and having the one valve open might just actuate the other one. I don't know. So I'm just the reason I mentioned the thing at the rear end doing the hopping around was that that was the major vibration that occurred on Friday night that kind of coincided with this whole thing, and so um, it's possible that the rear canister solenoid purge valve has become stuck open as a course of this. So when it would have had to have done its thing and it didn't work, and that's when it killed the car. So um, that's why I figured that anything that's in the rear end that's a possibility. This is what it looks like. So um, the only other thing I can think is there's some slight corrosion on the fill line to the tank underneath, but I don't think it's anything like there's no drippage that I've seen. Um, so yeah, I don't know. That's kind of where it's at. But I did get it to run and then throw some kind of a code, so that is progress. Missed work tonight. That's joyous. Less money come payday. If I can get this fixed tomorrow and it doesn't start, then I'm probably going to end up having to dork around with it and figure out what else has become jiggled loose that needs done until I have it running and it stays running and I can safely drive it places without worrying that it's going to die. Um, really don't know. I really don't know. As I'm going around through this, I'm just kind of, it's what it's coming to is it's possible that because of just whatever vibration that did go through the car, there may be things that, cables come unplugged or jostle just out. Could be vacuum or other pressure hoses could potentially jiggle loose or something too in the same way. So as I'm going through and inspecting everything, I'm looking and making sure that all the I found the O2 sensor, made sure that that seemed to be intact. Um, I've had something like this happen in the past before, and it's never been the same thing every time. But I do know about all the different things, so that's my current update on it. I'm just kind of chilling out, gonna have some supper here in a little bit, and continue waiting for insights to pop up or the algorithm to show me things that are potential solutions, or for me to decide to go out and try it and it starts and runs again and throws a new code. It's whatever it's going to be. It's whatever it's going to be.